Greetings, everyone, and thank you for joining us for another evening of Silver Dad Knows. Now, I want to ask you a very important question before we begin this production. When was the last time you saw a little kid climbing a tree? When was the last time you saw any type of kid climbing a tree, falling out of a tree, acting how children acted when we were children? When was the last time? You know why things have changed? Because this is the fourth industrial revolution. We're living in it in real time. We're going through it in real time. We're going through it. Our children are going through it. And this is a new industrial revolution. It's like an industrial revolution we've never seen before. Guys, just to start off, these years ago when I first started buying silver, these were highly recommended, the Philharmonics. This is the year 2018. Can you guys remember 6 years ago? Went by quick, huh? Oh man, 2018 was a memorable year, certainly for me. I was a wild person, and I certainly did not invest in silver. I should have been, but of course, I was part of the majority. I was part of the crowd. I was part of idiocracy. Cell phones, solar panels, and high-tech military equipment. They all require silver. They all require silver. Look at this. 2016. Look how gorgeous it is. 2016. I chose this one specifically because it's like, I actually have two of these the same year, but this one is just so alluring, so stunning. I mean, it just so crisp. This one is not for sale, of course, but one of my best coins by far. The price of silver at this moment is inexcusably low. This is the time to get as much as you can because silver will never be this cheap again. I can guarantee you that. The inflation we're now experiencing is leading us towards instability. Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he expects silver to hit $100 to $500 within the next 5 years. And so do I. Start thinking like Rich Dad. Securing wealth is through precious metals. Wealth that has outlived 2 world wars, hyperinflation, a Great Depression, and every single pandemic. Gold and silver is wealth. All the way to the beginning of time, who had the wealth? Who had the wealth? Even in films, even in movies, Lord of the Rings, who had the wealth? Kings and queens, pharaohs, emperors. To this day, the wealthiest people and the wealthiest central banks, they hold and stack gold and silver. Marvelous how that works, right? We're in the year of 2024. The wealthiest people and the central banks, those in charge, those manipulating the currency, this is what they're stacking. They're printing the paper. This is what they're stacking. This is what they're investing in. And you know what? To them, this isn't even an investment. This is wealth. That's how intelligent they are. And that's how stupid the majority of individuals are globally, because this is a global currency. So few people are ever successful in investing because they want to wait until it's been validated by price. The key is to buy when the price is low, and the price for silver is inexcusably low. Don't be one of those who waits to buy silver when it goes over $100, because it's going to. Don't be one of those people. I'll give you an example. In the crypto game, I was buying Solana at $250 a Solana. I was calling people, hey, buy it, 250, because I was so convinced it was going to go to 1,000. Long story short, Solana crashed down to $8. People were screaming at me left and right. Oh my God, Solana's at 8. It's dead. I will never buy again. Those same people are buying right now. Solana's back at $100. So they were screaming at me that it sucked at $8, yet they're buying it right now at $100. You see the contradiction? It's highly contradicting. Silver is depleting in nature. In a green and digital world, solar panels, battery-powered cars, iPhones, iPads, flat-screen TVs, just about anything that conducts electricity has silver in it. In the last 4 years, the U.S. has printed more money than the history of the country before it. Why would you save endlessly printed money if our debt is rocketing? Why would you save money that is being printed endlessly? The money is being printed endlessly, folks. And in this fourth industrial revolution that we're currently experiencing, this age of AI, they're printing money, and they're going to continue to print money. And the deficit that we are currently, the deficit that's currently hovering over all of us, the 34 trillion plus deficit, guys, there's much more to it. That's just the government deficit. What's the populace's deficit? What's the entire deficit of the U.S.? Trillions more. And I'm talking probably easily another 5 to 10 trillion. And I wouldn't be shocked if it was even more than that, because that is how outrageous we've become. That is how far we have slipped as a community and as a country that was based under God. See, this is a Krugerrand, 2021. 2021. I mean, times had already shifted. Times already got a bit strange, but 2021 was still somewhat of a solid year, right? I mean, I know how a lot of people feel right now. A lot of people are upset, and I don't blame them. A lot of things have changed, especially from when we were children. We were born in a time when Western society had peaked, and we live in the greatest Western civilization that has ever existed. So I understand it's like time has really given us a rude awakening, and we're certainly experiencing challenges that were unpredicted, challenges that we really just weren't prepared for them. 1995, American Eagle. 1995, the year my wife was born. She's a little bit younger than me. Not by much, in a year and maybe some months. I mean, same age as me. Look at this coin. 1995. The times we were talking about. The simpler days. Mrs. Doubtfire. Tom and Jerry. No internet. No confusion. No praise towards drugs. No praise towards alcohol. And you know, guys, I'm speaking for myself at this point. I'm just so disgusted at how much has changed for the worst, and how nothing's being done. And me being a father, of course I worry. I worry for my child, because it's like, man, what kind of world is he going to be experiencing? I mean, he's already in it. If I think it's bizarre in this world I live in, what's he going to be thinking? Is he even going to think it's bizarre? Of course he will. I'm his dad. I'm going to let him know. But it's just different. It's like I can't compare my life to his. He's going to go through much, much different things than I am. Mont Blanc. This is like an introduction pen. Even an introduction pen like this, which are highly limited, you have silver cressings, silver linings, elephant tusk. When I first was awarded this pen from my job, I remember I looked it up, cost like $260. Right now, used, I can resell it for $260, $300. It is years later, mind you. Get assets, guys. Get things that retain value. Get things that you can sell off long term. Get things that should secure your money, your wealth. Because where most of our money is, it's being devalued on an absurd scale, on a grand scale. It is being devalued. But thank you so much, folks, for joining me again. This is Silver Dad Knows, and I believe this is either our 9th or 10th episode. I've kind of lost track, but this is just so heartwarming for myself to be doing this. I'm enjoying it, and I hope you are as well. And as always, guys, God bless America.